Heed well, listeners, for this world is darkness and pain. From the ice-capped mountains of Jotunheim to the untamed steppes in all their wild splendor. From shrouded Ophir, where dark creatures perform darker rites, to civilized lands like Argus and Zamar, where humans seek diversions, while their petty rulers wage endless war upon one another. The Stygian blackness of night encroaches from all sides, but some there are who stand against it. For revenge, for power, for bloodlust, or for principle. They bring their steel against this world. Throk of the wild barbarians, Arven of the Shadar Kai, Daro the Faceless One, and Raylan, the Promised One, Herald of Zalios. Against all they survey, these four will prevail. Or they will perish.
Hello, and welcome to Shadows of Archonia,
Yo.
our weekly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live stream game. My name is Steve Boshear, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening.
And I'm Joshua, and I'll be playing Throk, the Ermin Storm Herald Barbarian Champion Fighter. Haha.
And I'm Alan, and I will be playing Raylan, Azamar Death Touch Sorcerer.
Carolynn, I'm playing Oven, the Shadowkai Druid.
And I'm Matt, I'm playing Daro, the Shadow Rogue Vengeance Paladin.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric, playing Ramakhan, the Mummy Warlock of the Great Old One.
So yeah, if you know D&D, but you didn't recognize all of those people and things and characters and such, the subclasses, you gotta know that this game uses a lot of the Dark Arts Player's Companion. It's a third-party 5th edition supplement created by Gentleman 3000. Check him out. He's got really great stuff. But this particular supplement is so good. It's free, and it has lots of different new character subclasses, races. And even for every subclass in the game, actually. It's got new spells, including this really awesome one of Hemomancy that is super dangerous and super fun to play with. And then, let's see. We've even got new monsters that you evil, mean DMs can throw at the poor, innocent player characters to watch them die with. And let's see. The creator, Gentleman 3000, he's got a Patreon page. So go check it out. He releases other homebrew content as well, so not just this one. He's got all sorts of amazing stuff. Go check it out.
And if you were able to see that intro we played at the beginning of the stream, the music in there was made by a person named Gimenez. He has a YouTube channel called OurMusicBox, and he posts a lot of tracks there. And he also has a Patreon, so you should check him out too, maybe from a donation. And he does some great work.
The voiceover in the intro was by Alexander George M.S. We know him from the internet, and I think that's all there is of him at this time.
All of the digital artwork in the intro is by yours truly, as well as the character portraits you see behind our players right now. I can be found on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, or on ArtStation under my actual name, Steve Boshear. I do take commissions, so if you'd like your own character or party rendered in my style, hit me up and let's talk.
And if you like the stream and you want to hang out with us, you know, there is a link to the Discord in the description box below, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, and we're all there. We like talking to you guys, so you should come say hi in the Discord.
And speaking of YouTube, we do have a YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Twitch, you should definitely go there and subscribe. We have all of our backlog on there of this show and some one-shots too that we done that are all really, really, really good times. So check that out. And we are here every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch. Shout out to Archonia.
All right. Well.
Motorcycle,
yes. Someday we'll all be in the same room again, and the sound problems will be consistent.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yes. All right. What a day! I've got a little bit of a new setup in the room here. Sarah's birthday was this week, and I got her a desk because with COVID, she's been working from home for 6 months, and she's been using the dining room table where I'm sitting. Oh. So I got her a desk, which means I can now have a second monitor sitting right there. So I've got you guys in front of me, and I'm gonna have game stuff over there. We'll see how that goes. Bon is here. I believe this is the first time Bon has come by to hang out. Hello,
hey.
Bon. Bon's in the chat.
What?
Look at this guy.
Yes. Yes. He may have been once before, I'm not sure, but I think this is the first time. So,
Who else do we?
What's that?
I was just wondering who else do we got in the chat.
I don't know. I'm sure Canuck's on his way if he's not here yet. Pretty Boy said he was coming.
We'll see.
We'll see. So, when last we left you guys, you were in the city of Zahir, that once prosperous metropolis full of racial tensions and political upheaval, wherein you slew a wizard and caused some trouble. And now it is overrun with horrors from beyond, mind flayers and their minions. You are trapped inside the bubble created by Abraxiel to keep all of the mind flayers within the city. And your every move is being watched because they're telepathic and they're everywhere. You have managed to trick a whole horde of townsfolk into chasing you, specifically chasing Raylan, who is wanted for murder in this town. You couldn't get them to come with you out of the city because they've apparently been tampered with mentally, but you could get them to try and kill you. So while running from the townspeople, you ran right into some other enemies. And I'm going to read a little bit of an intro, and then we'll get to it. The rancid stench of rotting bodies fills your nostrils and makes your head swim. You stand in a street of fetid mud, surrounded by derelict shops and crumbling homes. The typical filth of city life is itself polluted by the guts and bile of the former residents, who lasted in this neighborhood long enough to erect fruitless barricades against the encroaching nightmare that now is the city of Zahir. Before you stand a collection of squat, slimy mutants with freakish frog-like builds and savage, hate-filled eyes. Behind you swarms a mob of enraged and possibly insane townsfolk, ready to die in the act of trying to kill you all. As the Mind Flayer recedes into the shadows to let his twisted puppets deal with you, You have but a single moment to realize again how very, very quiet this city has become. Roll for initiative.
Ooh, I love the intro. Roll for initiative.
Very
I
nice
left
intro.
my dice out in the living room. Might be right there.
Whew. My man forgot his dice, people.
Well, he did. Matt does have an excuse. He was rushing to not miss the session. So
Matt came
It's
here
fine.
from a gig. He was driving very fast to get here in time. Okay, Throck, what's your initiative?
9.
Okay, Oven, what's yours?
8.
Raylan?
19, baby.
Ramakan?
19.
You two have a roll-off.
Just standard.
Yeah, just roll a straight d20, no modifiers.
19. I got another one.
Okay?
He beat me.
Uh-huh. Okay. Daro, what's your initiative?
13. Almost forgot for a second.
Okay. So, let me show you guys the layout here. You guys have come to this sort of favela area. There's a lot of wooden structures.
Wow.
There's some stone and mud structures, but even they have wooden frames. These are all the townspeople who were chasing you. There's you guys here in the middle. Oven is still a dire wolf. And these frog-like beings here and up on this roof are waiting to slay you all.
Oh yeah,
How
different
many,
color.
how many of them are there, Steve?
You have 2 blue ones and a red one in front of you. Up
Okay.
on the roof, there is a green one and another red one.
So 5 total.
Correct. 2 blue, 2 red, and 1 green.
And where on the map are we?
Well, let me show you. So, just above Area 11, there's a little triangle of brown where none of the black streets enter. You guys are almost smack in the middle of it at this point.
Hold on, me. I don't think I can see that too well.
Hold on, I'm gonna enlarge it for you guys.
Enhance.
There you go. So yeah, you see there's like a little wedge sticking into Area 11 where the black lines don't continue into it. It doesn't have defined borders, but hopefully you can see what I mean. You guys are right in the middle of that. That whole area is like I said, it's a favela where a lot of very low rent buildings are crammed together in a small space.
Okay.
So that's where you guys are right now.
So we're right that's smack in the middle.
Yep. And what you see in front of you here, this, and like over here, and a little bit onto the side here. These are barricades that were erected by the people of the city in an attempt to hold off the invasion, but it didn't work. So here we are. Ramakan, you are first in initiative.
What is so there? Are the barricades blocking our way completely? Like, if we wanted to run straight, even if they weren't there, would we be able to?
There's an opening here, so you could try and climb it, but it would be difficult. But you could easily go around it at this point because it doesn't cover the whole street.
We could easily go around it, like to the left there, like if we're.
If you're gonna go to the left, you're
there's
going down an alleyway.
Yo.
Hey, Canuck.
Okay.
So yeah, you could turn off the street that way, but you don't know what's around there.
Do we have any enemies behind us, or are they only in front of us?
All
that we
those
can see?
townfolk, all those townsfolk that are chasing you are currently trying to kill Raylan, and by
Okay.
extension, the rest of you. So yeah, enemies more or less. Although they're the ones you're trying to save, they don't feel the same way.
I wonder what's going to happen when they see these nasty things.
Yeah.
Okay. At this moment, what I'm going to do is take my. Oh crap! It's my spire. So I had already taken my spire. At this moment, I'm going to raise my staff.
You mean your mace?
Sorry, my mace. I get that mixed up. And I am going to use one of my. Hold on a second. No, my mace. There it is. I had to find it. I am going to say flee and hold up the mace in the air and use one of its charges. So it's releasing a wave of terror. Each creature of your choice in a 30-foot radius must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me for 1 minute.
Okay, so within 30 feet of you, you can get these two who are up on the roof. Let me turn the camera a little. You can get those two.
Can I move to a place where I can target all of them
Let me see.
without an opportunity attack?
Yes, you can. You can get all of the froggy guys, and if you were trying to get any of the humans, you can only get one. Okay, so you're not trying to get them anyway. So, all right.
Just the froggy guys.
What is the save on that?
15.
Okay, so the green one, it's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Green one fails. The blue one on the roof fails. The blue one on the ground passes. The red one on the roof fails. The red one on the ground also fails. So the only one who passed is wait a minute. Oh no, the green one failed. The red. Okay, so both of the blue ones are on the ground. I misspoke, but this guy's the only one who passed.
Which one? That guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy's the only one who passed. Everyone else, they have to run away from you, right?
Yes, they have to run away from me for 1 minute. This is it can only use for its action. It can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If it has nowhere it can move, the creature can use the dodge action. At the end of each of its turns, a creature can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself. On a success.
Okay.
And let's see.
What else you got, bud?
I'm just looking here to make sure I can't do anything for a bonus action. No, that will be the. I can't put the spire back in the ground as a bonus action, right?
No, that takes an action.
Okay, then that's it.
Okay, Raylan.
So Raylan was, running this direction,
You're here.
and wasn't there a person that was trying to grab Raylan at the end of last session, and he was like a bulky kind of like villager?
Yeah, it was. I got his piece in the wrong place, but it was this guy. But he stopped when he saw these creatures. Everyone kind of slowed. Your positions changed a little bit, so he's not right on you.
Okay, but he still has sight of Raylan, right?
Yes.
Okay. And when I was running this direction, I don't know if I made it clear where I was trying to go. I was trying to get either outside the city or back to what's his name? He's like doing the he's holding the
Abraxia. Well, he is outside the city. Yeah.
Okay. So are we was I going towards that direction?
More or less. Let me show you the map again. You guys had this chase scene began around number 13. Actually, all the way against the wall east of 13, and you managed to lead these guys on a merry chase all the way down to area 11. So, yes, the two gates of the city are down at 1 and then way over at 2. There are also gates at 3 and 4, but those are very dangerous right now. The one you came in is at number 2. I believe Ramakan mentioned last time that gate 1 might also be passable.
Okay, so Raylan kind of he kind of just yells out to the group, and he just says, "We gotta get him out of the city. We gotta take care of these guys and just get out of here." I'm sorry, when you explained who was on us, like the mind flayers, are they all mind flayers or were they look like minions?
These guys are not mind flayers. These guys are sort of large, muscular frogmen.
Okay.
When Raylan says we got to get out of the city, Ramakan is saying he through his mind speaking to Raylan, "Go where I tell you. I have a plan."
All right. But I'm gonna try to distract them in the meantime.
Okay.
Lead them to where I tell you.
So Raylan's gonna cast Ren's shadows on 4 of them.
Okay, which 4?
Uh,
All 5 should
the
be
3
visible right now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The 3 in front
Okay,
and the green one on top.
you got it. So what's is there a save, or they all just automatically have shadows on them?
No save. They got it. Just happens.
Let me get some shadows.
Four creatures. Yeah.
Love it.
Oh wait, I have a couple of new shadows that I printed. I don't have 4 of them, but I can add these to the 3 we usually use. Look at these guys.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's pretty
I
cool.
like it.
I'm trying to print off a couple more, but I haven't had time.
What's Ren shadows do?
So it rips their shadows away from their body, and their shadows fight them.
That's kind
They
of
fight their own shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fight their own
Shadows
shadows. Yeah.
are the shadow creature, and they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are bad dudes to fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this would be a good distraction.
Especially for Throck.
But I don't want to. I kind of want to position myself right next to Ramakan and just hope to see an opening.
Okay.
Okay.
Do the shadows go after your turn, or what's the deal with that?
I think they just appear instantly.
Right, but when do they attack?
When do they attack?
Like, yeah, I'll just say they come after you, since you
Well,
created them.
as separate the body and well, yeah. It says roll initiative for the shadows.
Yeah, I'm not going
as
to
a
do
group.
that. We'll just have them go after you. As you are their master.
Okay.
So, first this guy's going to attack the red one.
Let's go.
He's got... Oh, I'm going to need that keyboard back. He's got plus 16. And that's a hit.
Nice.
So he's going to get some necrotic damage. All right. And his strength score is going to be lowered by 4.
Wow.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot to lower a strength score by. Okay,
That's what we like to see.
I'm going to have to keep notes on paper for that part. All right, the next one. The next one is going to be the guy in the middle attacking the one slod that is not afraid. And he also takes a hit. It's going to be 9
Nice.
necrotic for him.
Nice.
And let's roll for his strength. Only -1 for him.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is the other blue one. He does not get hit. And then the green one does not get hit. So, that was fun. And now, it is the turn of all of these sons of bitches back here.
Oh, jeez.
They are actually going to step back away from the fight, except for this one, who is still chasing Raylan. And he's going to push past all 4 of Throck, Oven, Darrow, and Bjorn.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Wait. Did you say he's going to try to push by?
Well, you're not facing him. He thinks he can get away with it.
Get him, Thor. Grab him.
Yeah, Throck and Bjorn are first for the opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I am gonna try to non-killingly, but we'll see. I might not even hit. Let's say 24 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Might not hit.
Let's say that.
Yeah. So yeah, gonna with the back end of the hammer just kind of right at the side of the head.
Okay, well, what's the damage?
Just should do 14 points of damage. Yeah.
14, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
Man, did you kill him?
Yeah, he's in a heap. Throck feels the shoving past of a large human man, and in an attempt to slow him down, Throck smashes his head in with the butt end of his maul.
Oops.
Yeah.
Don't worry. If we survive, I can bring him back.
Okay.
If we survive, we can bring him back.
All the other regular townsfolk kind of hang back. They are going to wait and see how this plays out before they know if they have to kill Raylan.
Yeah.
And then it is this guy's turn. He is terrified of Ramakan and also facing a shadow. So he is going to try and run away from Ramakan, taking the dash action. You see him go up this little bridge that they've set up across buildings and then actually disappear over the roof there.
The shadow doesn't get an opportunity?
He's gonna.
Okay.
But it definitely won't kill this guy even if he hits. So
That's fine.
it doesn't hit anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, he gets away. He is now no longer in sight of the source of his fear. Darrow, your turn.
Well, first I'm gonna like call on the forces of Arathis and bless some folks.
Okay, who are you gonna bless?
Let's go ahead and bless myself and Throck and I wanted to do Oven, but I feel like Raylan's gonna get hit up front. So, oh no, everyone's running away.
Everyone
Yeah.
except that one guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do Raylan.
Okay. So
So you get on attack rolls and saving throws, you add a D4.
Okay.
all right.
And that'll be for 1 minute. Unless I lose concentration.
Thank you.
Nice.
And then I'm going to turn around to the fine townsfolk people and address them. But it looks like they're already stopping. I'm going to put my hands up and be like,
Tell them.
let us deal with this, and then we could finish what we had going on. Just stay back for now.
They all kind of seem okay with that idea.
Great. That is my turn.
They actually are less okay with that idea now that you have said it. But that is what they were going to do anyway.
You were thinking it. I'm saying it. Let's put a button on or a pause on this for a second.
Okay, well, Throck, you've just killed a guy. What else you got?
Yeah, that was an accident. How far am I away from
Wait, Throcky killed him?
one of
Yeah,
those straight ahead? Yeah, things
Pay attention.
things happen.
the
Things happen.
ones ahead are the closest one's going to be about 40 feet.
All right. Well,
But the one up on the roof right there is only 30 feet. Exactly.
Yeah, but I have to figure out how to get up there. Throck sees the ones right there in front of us, so let's just go for the one in front of you, of them that he can get to, 40. Cool. Gonna go ahead and go into a rage.
This poor guy is so terrified of Ramakon, and he hasn't even had time to take a step and run away yet.
Yep. So we're gonna have that lightning bolt that comes from the hit the one that I'm not attacking right now.
Okay.
Just as I'll get to you in a minute.
What's the damage?
It is need a dex save, but it's 2 lightning.
He failed the dex save.
Okay, so he gets 2 damage.
He actually doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
He takes some damage, but it isn't 2.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
4? Just kidding. We're gonna go reckless. We're gonna go great weapon master. Just gonna try to unload a little bit on that poor little innocent guy.
Yeah.
Then here we go. 11, 20. Oh wait, minus 5.
Plus
Forget
4.
about that. Hang on. Well, it's
Or D4.
yeah, it's plus D4. Okay, so sorry. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. All right. So then that is for 8, 16, 18, 28 points of bludgeoning damage on the first strike.
Okay. You have harmed him.
Second attack, reckless great weapon master as well. Got a 19 on the die, so that's a crit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah.
You just critted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what?
No, I'm just laughing at your crit.
Yeah. So that's a crit. So
first
that
one
means
wasn't
that
a
it's
crit.
gonna be 12. So 12, then 20, 25, 27, 37 points of bludgeoning damage on the second strike.
Holy crap, Thruck.
Is that
Yeah.
all?
Yeah, that's all. I know. I tried.
Roncon's like, you must have a thing against frogs.
Someone just posted in our chat. Apparently, we can go buy followers. We
Oh,
should go do
really?
that.
I didn't know about
Yeah.
that. Boop. Okay, is that all for you, Thruck?
Yeah, I guess.
Time for Bjorn.
Monk.
He's going to turn around like Daro did and raise his hands and say, "My friend speaks the truth. We will save you from this menace." And then he's going to run over here and up this wall where he will attack this red bastard. That's a hit with the staff, a miss with the unarmed strike, and a hit with the second unarmed strike. So this guy's going to take 7 from the staff and 6 from that unarmed strike. And that's it for Bjorn. He has damaged the red guy. Oven, your turn.
I am going to turn around and face the villagers.
Okay.
Drool a little with my tongue out.
Oh, yeah, your dire wolf.
And I'm going to hold an action.
Okay.
And if any one of them steps closer to us, I'm going to attack the closest one.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So you are threatening the townsfolk. It's time for the blue frogs.
Can I pet the angry wolf?
No, don't touch me.
On your turn, you may attempt it. Anyway, so this guy has to run. And he goes.
Well, Thruck already used his reaction to liquefy.
The shadow did
Liquefy.
not.
Well, haven't you had a turn since then?
Yeah, does it work like that, or does it work on
Yeah,
the...
reaction resets on your turn. You have one.
Oh, well then never mind. He's going to get hit.
Okay, yeah, he also got hit by the shadow, and he's gonna lose some life from that, and his strength's gonna go down by 4.
Wow.
All right.
Are they magic users? Because they're not going to be very strong at the end of this.
So he's going to take 18 bludgeoning damage just because he tried to get away.
Cool.
Maybe
All
did
right.
get away.
So he takes it. He does not look healthy, that fellow right there. However, his friend is the only one who was not frightened. And he is going to do the sensible thing and multi-attack. First, he's going to attack the shadow that's attacking him. He's going to actually bite this thing. And he crits it, getting... 17. He crits it, getting 22 piercing on the shadow. So he's killed this shadow.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna...
That's fine.
Shadow.
It's fine. This is fine. Then he's gonna turn and claw Throck twice.
Sure.
Sure.
Does 20 hit?
Yeah.
And does 12 hit?
And what?
12.
12 does not hit.
Okay, so from the first claw, you take 12 slashing damage, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Plus D4.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because he's got the bless, right?
that's right.
Bless. Favor of Arathis.
I do the worst on my con saves. It's still a... oh, wait. Yeah, that's a little bit better than I thought. 18 on the con save.
Okay, you have passed.
The bless really helped on that.
Oh, goody.
It was a 4.
Good.
Nice.
Wow.
All right. That's both of those guys. Now the red guys. So the one up there obviously has to fight Bjorn now. He's going to bite him. And he does, in
flee?
fact, bite. What?
Doesn't he have to flee? I thought all of them got.
You're right.
Struck with
Yep,
fear.
they all did except
Okay.
that guy. I forgot. So he is going to flee. The only way he can really go is the same way his friend did, so that's about 30. And he also gets away, but not before Bjorn gets an opportunity attack and misses. This guy is next to go. He is getting around this corner, basically. He's also going to take an opportunity attack from his shadow, which misses. So that's that. Ramakhan, your turn.
All right. So, who's left within range? I can't see that well. Okay, that's the guy who hasn't fled, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, Ramakhan is going to look at him and extend his hand and Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. Oh, this guy should have been around the
Come on.
corner.
Come on. Let's take him. So 26 to hit on the first blast,
You got him.
and then maybe slow. 14 on the second.
You did not get that one,
Okay.
I think. Let me
So
double check.
the total damage is going to be 14 on the Eldritch Blast as he looks at him straight in the eye. He says, "Burn." Not burn, because Eldritch Blast. It's like, yes, disintegrate. Run. Something to that effect.
Something mean.
Let's
Yeah.
see. And I don't think I have anything that's already added on. Okay, yeah, and then I'll put my. Nope, that's it. I can't do that on a. That's it.
Okay. Raylan, you're next.
Okay, so there's just the one guy in front of us, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, was there any? By the way, was there any advantage on my? Not advantage, but because we were we're not. Are we flanking him?
No.
Nope. Okay, so I couldn't have done that anymore. Okay. Never mind.
All right. Well, I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna go to the villager that Throg killed and use Revivify.
He was more or less there. So I guess I'll put him back.
So maybe bringing him back might in front of the villagers might do something. Who knows?
Hey,
Yeah, that always works.
here's
Maybe.
hoping.
Maybe we'll see.
Using
And
unholy
when-
powers to bring people back.
But when I do it, I'm gonna try and make it look like a holy thing or something. I don't know.
How?
You know what? I'll use my mother's necklace, and I'll kind of display it like this as I'm doing the Revivify.
Do
So
a performance check.
Wow.
All right,
All right.
performance. Ooh, I got a +4 on performance, baby. Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's see if it helps.
23.
It is very convincing. They cannot see the symbol on the medallion, which probably helps because they're too far away. They're all Arathis worshippers being from this area, so they don't know your god, but they see you holding something that looks, religious and doing things kind of like the priests do, and then their dude wakes up.
Yeah.
Holy moly! And now it's the Shadow's turn. So let's see. This one chases his guy around the corner and is gone. This one chases his guy around that corner and is gone. And this one chases the green guy that he was fighting. So the Shadows are basically all gone too. They had to chase their dudes. And now it is the townsfolk's turn again. This one stands up and looks at you and says, What? Oh my God. And he doesn't know what to do. Like, he was just about to kill you and you brought him back from the dead. But as he's staring at you, his eyes go wide and he says, I saw you on the other side. You are the destroyer of worlds.
Raylan says, I don't know what you saw, but I brought you back. And I hope to do only good in this world.
While you're
Sounds
saying
like
that,
I need to oops him again.
Yeah.
I've lost something. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, well. Yeah, while you're saying that, you hear the green slod that ran away around the corner. Well, ran away over the rooftops over there. You hear him doing battle with his shadow, and it sounds like he won.
Nice. So if I can, I'll real quick, I'll just say, now, come with me if you want to live.
He's just staring at you, slack-jawed. Okay, so Daro's turn.
So after I, did the whole thing with my, townsfolk, I'm gonna turn around like 180 and draw my bow and fire an arrow in quick succession at the dude in blue.
Okay.
Would you do any sort of proficiency or whatever the flank because I'm next to him? Or no?
You're not next to him.
I thought.
You're here.
Oh, okay. So it looked like okay.
Yeah, this is Ramakon. This is Thrak. This is the blue dude.
Hard to see. He blends in with the barricade pretty well.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Yeah, let me see. You got him.
Great. I think that bless saved me.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even have the +2 from Throck's flank. But oh well, I don't need it. Sorry. Actually, feels like it's been a minute since I've actually hit something with a bow.
Welcome, Joker.
All right, sneak attack. 24 piercing.
Ouch, he says in Slod.
Ouch. Ouch.
Well, in Slod, that sounds like.
I was
Sounded
thinking
like you liked it.
All right, you got another one? No, that's it for you, right?
That's it for me.
Okay, well, he turns and looks at you, and you hear in your head, "You and your kind will die."
Oh, Jesus.
If I had a coin for every time someone said that to me.
I know.
More meaningless threats.
You did, but all the coins disappeared when you killed Kayla Ramon.
Oh, yeah. Still hurts.
Throck, kill something.
Sure. So what happens is the first
What's up, Jokers?
the first attack that hit me kind of got my attention. The second one just kind of laughed at, and then I turned to him. It's one of those slow turns and go, your turn was gonna be next, but now. Reckless, great weapon master.
Nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's an 18 on the die, so that first one probably hits. 4, 10, 18, 20, 30 points of bludgeoning damage for the first strike. Second strike, Reckless, great weapon master, also 18 on the die, so again, I think we're doing okay. And that one is just it's a little bit less. It's 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He's still doing okay?
Yeah, he's all right.
No, he's not. Second wind. Swinging for the fence.
Nice.
17, 20, 29 to hit on that.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay. 9, 17, 18, 19, 29 points of bludgeoning damage on that one, and then one last hurrah. Yes. 29 to hit on that one.
Somebody's got an echo,
And
or like Joshua's voice is echoing.
yeah. 29. So that means that is 8, 16, 18, 28 points of bludgeoning damage on that strike.
28?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Is he still up?
He is
That was nuts.
just still up. Like,
Hey, guess what?
Damn.
he looks like he's about to topple forward.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Raw. Bonus action rage.
Deck save.
Let's do a save.
He critted the save.
Damn. this is
All
like
right.
this is like a Rocky Balboa fight right here.
So, I mean, 4 points of 4 is what I rolled on the die. So,
He gets 2.
yeah.
Okay. He actually only takes 1 because he's resistant to lightning. And nonetheless, you see him as he gets hit by this light. He dodges out of the way. A little bit of it still hits him, and you see his skin just absorb most of it. But then As he's looking at you, just a little bit of blood trickles out of his right eye. And he's just pissed off. Like, he looks like he's going to claw you. But instead of attacking, he just falls forward and lands on your maul. Like, he's just a slumped over dead body now.
Wow. So 1 point is all it took.
Yeah. That's all it had left. These guys regenerate. If he'd had a turn, he would have gotten some back, but...
And I'll use only half of my movement, though, to go towards the last one the first one that I was attacking before. Just go that direction. So 20 feet that way. And that's it.
All right. 20 feet which way?
Towards the guy that I was first attacking. We're gonna...
Oh, he ran away. Okay, like there.
Go, hey, where are you?
Yeah, all right. Okay, who's next? Bjorn. He's actually gonna just backflip off this thing.
Nice.
Avin, your turn.
I still have my action held.
Yeah, it resets now because it's your turn. You never used it. You're gonna do it again?
Well,
As
I imagine all of the frogs have run away. Yeah.
Yeah, one died and the rest all ran away.
Cool. I'm gonna keep my eye on the dude closest to us.
Okay.
And still hold my action. If he makes a move, I'll attack.
Okay.
So we're still in initiative, even though they're going to keep running away.
Yeah, because there's more that come out right now.
But wait, there's more. Got it. Okay.
They're actually, one comes out from this alleyway here, and another one actually bursts through this lattice out of a shop.
Dope.
Dang.
Uh-huh.
Lettuce. Oh no.
Lattice, not lettuce.
Wait, what did you say?
Lattice.
Lattice.
Lettuce?
Lattice.
It's an object. Like,
this type of like wooden mesh that's on this window. Lattice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that one's gonna attack Daro.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Watch him.
All right.
Multi-attack. Bite. How does 27 do?
Fine.
Okay, 12 piercing. And then two claw attacks. One's a crit fail, and the other is 19.
That hits.
So you're gonna take 12 slashing from that, and make
Okay.
make a Constitution save.
I'm going to use a reaction to have that.
Okay.
Wait.
You can have the damage, but you still have to make the con save.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 15 plus 3 from Bless is 18.
Okay, so when he attacks you, you can feel kind of this vile, pussy sensation where the claw marks were, but you're able to shake it off, and it has no effect on you. The second guy,
Good.
he's running right up to Ramakon. No, you know what? He's going to go for Bjorn. Because Ramakon's confusing to him. He's going to attack Bjorn for 15, which I don't remember if that hit. That does hit Bjorn, so Bjorn's going to take a little damage from the bite. And Blue Slot is going to claw Bjorn twice. Both are hits. So Bjorn will take a lot of damage from the two claws and have to make 2 con saves. Passes one, fails the other. Moving on. Oven. No. What am I doing? That was the blue slot. I was pretending it was Bjorn's turn. It's not his turn. It's the red slot's turn. There aren't any left. Ramakon's turn.
I'm gonna plant my spire into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. And he just feels.
You feel a lot better.
He takes a deep breath and feels like he just grew a foot. And that's it.
That's it? Okay. Raylan.
Okay, he's gonna speak to the man and say, "Oh, there's more of them. Quick, get back to your friends, and we'll take care of these people. I mean, these creatures." And Raylan turns around and faces the one that's attacking Daro.
Okay. You've got about one step between you and Daro. So this guy's probably 10 feet away. 15, I guess.
All right. Can I? I'm gonna try to just shoot a chaos bolt.
Okay.
I'll just do second level.
And you're blessed too, so you can add 4 to your hit, right?
To your attack, right? Does
okay.
Does bless apply to attack rolls?
Yes.
Yep.
It's attack.
Okay. That's what
So I'm gonna do second level.
Okay. What's
So
the
it's
roll?
gonna be 20 with that. It's gonna be a 26.
That's a hit.
26. So
Damage type.
it's gonna be 3, 2, fire.
Okay, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
So you throw your usual hand wavy sort of thing, and the bolt comes flying out. It goes right past Daro's shoulder and burns this guy's face. For how much?
It's gonna be 16. Oh no, wait. Sorry. 20.
Okay. I am, for the first time, fully using the combat tracker on D&D Beyond's Encounter Builder. It's working really well. I was able to auto-roll the initiative for the monsters, and I'm able to track their hit points right here on the web page. I like it. Okay. Anything else from you, Raylan?
No, that's it. I'm just motioning to the guy, to the man in back of me to just get back.
He's going to turn and yell back to his friends. I saw the goddess. I saw Arathis. She said that she has a champion here in the city, and then this one brought me back. I don't think it's him, though. That's all they're going to do. They're kind of just milling about back here. They're kind of afraid to go back, but they obviously are terrified to go forward. So who knows what's happening.
Raylan or Marmakon tries to tell Raylan mentally to lead him out of the city in the direction we were heading.
Raylan just replies, as soon as we're done with these two, we'll do that.
Daro's turn.
Cool. I'm going to switch weapons and summon a shadow.
Okay.
So I pull out my daggers, or my rapier, and a dagger.
And the shadow is going to be where? Right there?
Flanking the... Yep, that guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to go boo.
So you're gonna attack.
I can't. Shadow is my action.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, that's the end of my turn.
I gotcha. Throck's turn. Throck, you're way over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. What? Hey. Now wait a minute.
More Throck.
There's some fun
Over.
happening behind me. How far can I get? 40. Let's see
I
if
mean,
can-
you can get off the map. At this point, you've lost sight of the creature you were chasing.
Right. But I hear stuff behind me, so I'm very in tune to fighting. nonsense.
Situational awareness.
That's right.
Yeah, you can get. What's your speed? 40?
40. Yeah. So I'll go with the one by Ramakhan if I.
Yeah, you can actually. You can get to him more easily than the other. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So let's do that. Yeah. And I go. Let's play. Reckless, Great Weapon Master. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. A crit, 19 on the die.
Oh.
So this is going to be great. 6, 8, 8, 20, 30, 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh. Just go to hell.
I know.
What else?
Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Reckless, Great Weapon Master. This is what happens on this one. By the way, this one is my no. That's the second attack. 17, 8, 20 something to hit on the second one. And that is 9, 21, 29, 31, 41 points of bludgeoning damage on that one.
Oh my gosh.
And then, since I crit...
I'm
Great
sorry,
Weapon
you
Master,
said 31?
did I?
You said 41.
6, 9, plus 12, 21, plus 8. Yeah. It's 41. Yeah.
41. Okay.
Yeah, 41.
Okay.
But then since I crit, Great Weapon Master says I can use my bonus action for another attack, so I will.
I know what it says.
That was for those at home who don't know.
I love it. Steve, I know what it says.
That's a 30 to hit. And it is fantastic. 11, 19, 21, 31 points of bludgeoning damage on that one.
So what, have you done a total of 81, 30, 100 and, 10? Hold on, 81.
Wait. Back off 12 points total. Back off 12. I did something wrong, and I know I did, and I know what it was. Back off 12.
Okay, hold on. I got to do that in my head a little bit.
I'm sorry.
That last hit was, you said, for 31, right? And so...
That's really 19 instead.
It's really 19. Okay. All right.
So that's 100 points of damage total on that round.
Yeah, something like that.
That's 40, 41 plus 19. That's 100.
Okay, well, this guy's alive because you
think
did
I-
bad math. Otherwise, he wouldn't be. Anything else?
Anything else you want to add?
I guess that'll do.
Okay, well, Bjorn's turn. And he's going to turn around. And he's going to do this. Yep. Then
Get him forward, buddy.
Then he's going to backflip. And he's going to land right behind the other guy and do a series of 2 spinning kicks. One will hit and the other will be a crit. So that's going to hurt. But this guy, this will be his first damage. So he's going to take 6 from the first one. And he's going to take 9 plus 5, 14 from the second one. And that is Bjorn's turn. Now it's the wolf's turn.
Ramakan says, take out the weak one first.
You guys have already taken out most of them. Oven's up.
I'm going to slobber growl and take a couple steps towards the guy that's standing there in order to back him up to the group.
Okay. This guy is going to go for Darrow again. First a bite, which is 15 to hit.
Miss. And then I'll just go ahead and use an uncanny dodge on one of the claws.
Okay, so the first claw is 18. I'm sorry. It's 23. Nope.
That's with disadvantage?
It's 25. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
25 to hit. So you're going to take 12 slashing
Yep.
and roll a con save.
Alrighty then. God, D4s are so hard to pick up.
They're spiky. Just stab yourself with them.
Okay. Good.
Well, I mean, like in between your fingers.
Oh.
You just gotta know the trick.
Sorry, it was too funny. 17.
Okay, you pass the con save. So again, you feel as though something is trying to infect you, but it does not. Yeah, that's his turn. Red guy's gone. The red slots and the green slot are just still running away from Ramakan, just going and going. Being chased by shadows all the way. Ramakan, you're up.
So Ramakan looks at the guy who Throck pretty much pummeled almost to death. And he looks at him, sticks out his mummy finger and says, "You will die." And
he's already dead.
Oh, I thought he was still alive.
He was alive after Throck's attack. Bjorn killed him.
Oh. Then he looks at the other one. There's only one left.
Yeah, this one.
And that guy's pretty much surrounded, so it's a +2 to any sort of hit, correct?
Yes.
He's going to look at him, and he's just going to, say you will die. He's going to cast Chill Touch. And he rolled a... Come on. Oh, shoot, I lost it. 16 plus... So, yeah, like a 25, 27.
That's a hit. Obviously.
Really? So, why is this happening? I lost it. I think it's a 6. Wait, hold on, let me roll this again. You rolled 11 necrotic, and the target cannot regain any hit points until the start of my next turn.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So he will not be able to heal.
Yeah, actually, like, all of you guys have seen the wounds that you've inflicted on these creatures start to close up as soon as you deal damage. But when Ramakan casts this spell, that is not what happens. This sort of black energy sort of hand just reaches out and grabs him and you see him sort of shrivel as though his life is being sucked out into the very ground beneath his feet, and he does not recover from it. So, Raylan.
By the way, the target is not undead, is it?
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
If he was, he
Okay.
would have advantage on everything right now.
You're right, but he wouldn't anymore. Well, anyway, it's not against me. Cool, I'm done.
All right, so there's only one target left, right?
Correct. It's the same one that you chaos bolted.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just another chaos ball.
Cool.
It's gonna be 27 to hit.
It's a hit.
You're so casual about it, like you just like.
It's 27.
Meh.
And then it's gonna be 7 and a 4. So we're gonna do the force damage, baby. So altogether, it's gonna be 27 force damage.
Ow. Okay.
That's a nice hit.
You gonna do anything else? That was your action.
I still kind of position myself in front of the man, almost like I'm protecting him from the creature.
Okay. He is gonna back the hell off from the wolf who has some kind of bone to pick with him, and he's gonna join his comrades back here, including this guy. Looks weird on camera, but it's just a dude holding a lantern. Cool. The rest of the commoners, you notice that some of them are trying to turn and go back to give up the chase and go back to their hidey hole. But something that they see around a corner that you can't see stops them, and they all end up huddling into a tighter group here, unwilling to go either forward or back. Sorry about the canted angle, but I'm not that sorry. It looks pretty cool. Okay. Daro.
Awesome. I'm going to take my rapier and stab this creature. For a total of... Oh man, my math just broke. 24.
That's a hit.
Great. And then before I roll that damage, I'm just gonna stab him with my dagger as well. Yeah.
Because why not?
Because why not?
Why not?
And then, why is my dagger not in my? Oh. That's gonna be a 21.
Okay. Piercing.
Piercing. Oh no, that's not. Sorry, I just rolled both attacks. I'm gonna do all the damage at once because it's all piercing except for. Why not? I'm gonna add a divine smite in there, which I'll roll as separate dice so that I can tell you what that damage is. Okay. Aw, wasn't that good? Uh, 29 piercing, and the divine smite is better. It's 11. Whatever element that was.
Radiant.
Light. Radiant.
So yeah, you take your rapier and run it right into this guy, and as you do so, this sort of shadowy black energy surrounds it, and you see this guy here. Well, you don't see it, but Raylan and Oven can see it. He raises his head sharply and reacts to the energy that you have struck this creature with. Do you have anything else to do?
No, that is my action and bonus action.
Okay. Throck.
Yeah, let's go in there.
All right.
26 to hit. Forgot to call reckless, but I mean the great weapon master, but oops. So the first strike is not going to be as strong as 19 points of bludgeoning damage on the first strike.
Cool. You cave in part of his shoulder.
Did what?
You cave in part of his shoulder.
Yeah. And he's still standing, so I'm gonna just be like, oh, okay, reckless, great weapon master thing.
Great.
And 26, 21 to hit.
Okay.
On that one. And that is 10, 18, 20, 30 points of bludgeoning damage on that hit.
Okay. And he, with that hit, with the first one you come and you cave his shoulder in, and with the second one you drive it forward like a thrust and jam the front end of your maul into the guy's middle. And you actually send him sailing back through the lattice into the shop, where he lands in a couple of pieces.
Nice. I can't remember what. Oh man, what is Thruck's name for Ramakan? I forgot.
He had a name wrong.
I didn't know that.
I'm sure Throck would have forgotten too, so you might as well just give him a new one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hey, Khan, which way?
Follow me.
Okay, Ramakan will turn and go down that alley if he's going to the place that he previously indicated to me separately. So you guys can follow him that way.
Where's Throck?
Throck is here.
Throck would be breathing right down your neck at this point, actually.
Okay, so then he whispers to Throck and says, Throck, you want to blow stuff up?
Yeah.
Repeat.
What you got?
And then in his mind he says, say these words, bada bing. As Throck says that, Ramakan whispers the words bada bing in a way that Throck doesn't know.
You guys hear from a couple blocks away a sound really loud, like, and turning to look towards it, back in the direction that you came from, you see a flash of fire up in the sky and a big pillar of smoke rising up from where you just came from.
How close is that specific one to us?
A couple of blocks.
Okay. So at this point,
you are a couple of blocks from all of them.
Got it.
There's another one behind you.
So, so I see. So, in the direction that we're going now is avoiding it.
Yes.
All right. So, he looks and said, "You want to do it again?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Repeat after me. And he mentally says, bada boom.
What? Oh.
And Throck says that.
There's a second one. So the
From
first one was kind of that way, and the second one's kind of that way. And you see the flames already starting to spread behind you. You can't see the flames very much because there's buildings in the way, but the whole area that you're in, you all suddenly become very aware of the fact that every building around here is made of wood.
Okay.
So the first explosion should have been those two at the same time.
Oh, I misunderstood, but that's fine. We'll just say they were separate.
And the second explosion are the other two.
Okay. Well, let me bring up the map.
Behind us.
Yeah. So I don't have a good way to put a marker on this. I should have set up one. But yeah, can you guys see the little triangular wedge that I indicated before in Area 11 where none of the black street lines go in? It's just brown.
It looks like a right triangle almost. A little acute. But...
I don't know if you guys can see it, but you guys are in the middle of that, and two of these things went off behind you, and two went off kind of in front of you. So now you have to get out of this area before it all burns down.
All right.
And
this way.
You hear these screams of many a creature that you cannot identify by voice. And Ramakan is going to turn you guys directly south towards Area 1 on the map.
At least it's not quiet anymore.
It is not quiet anymore. You guys have brought the noise.
And Ramakan, in his best Gandalf fashion, says, "Fly, you fools."
Yeah, and with the fire, all the townsfolk are now following you. Between the fire and what Darrow did and what Raylan did, they are now more inclined to trust you guys, so they're running.
Nice. All right, let's go.
All right, we are going to take our break right now. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the rest of this.
All right.
Good work, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My shadow's coming with me.
Okay.
Tired of summoning him.
All right. We'll see everybody here in 10 minutes. It's 10:03. We'll be back at 10:13. Welcome back to Shadows of Archonia. Our break is over. We are running from a fire that is burning all the monsters who are chasing us. My cord is wrapped around my chair. How can I get away? This is a travesty.
While you untangle, I would like the record to show that Throck is not running away from a fire.
No, Throck is following Ramakan as he was instructed.
Following Khan.
Yes. Okay, there was an echo on that, but it was cool.
Oh, that's Matt, I think.
Are you guys still getting echoes?
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
have your speakers facing towards a flat wall?
No, I have them facing towards me, which is also where my mic is. So I'll turn them away a little bit. Turn them down a little bit, maybe.
It's fine.
Some of you guys talk quiet and some of you talk kind of loud, so the loud people tend to echo, I think.
All right. Well, I guess I'm a loud one.
No, you're okay, Steve. You're not the loud one.
I heard my echo just now. But,
That's impossible. You guys are so quiet, I can barely hear you.
really? No, I mean, before I said something, I heard my echo.
Oh, well, yeah.
All right, so you guys are running through this favela, which is... What has happened is that 4 different spots around the borders of this thing have burst into flame. Now, as I mentioned briefly during the fight there, the townspeople didn't go back because there was something coming from behind. Whatever it was is now screaming in pain from the fire. And you guys are running to stay ahead of it. You have to get out through the south side of this neighborhood before the fires catch all the buildings and close you in.
Let's go.
All right. I'm going to need everyone to roll athletics. Carolyn, you will roll athletics as a direwolf.
It's not a save, right? So no advantage for blessed peoples.
Correct. No, I think you get advantage for ability checks, don't you? Or not advantage, but plus D4 or whatever it is.
What? No.
You don't get it for
No,
ability
plus.
checks? Oh, all right. Ramakan, what'd you get?
19.
Throck.
Something ridiculously low. But I think I didn't add the right modifier. So 12.
Daro.
I also got 12.
Avon.
17.
Raylan.
14.
Commoners. 16. Okay, so Throck and Daro.
There we go. No, hang on. Yeah, I did that wrong. So it's 15 as opposed. That's still terrible, but
Okay.
less terrible.
Well, Daro's lagging behind, but you all make it.
Nice.
And you hear an incredible scream as Daro passes through this neighborhood, bringing up the rear, following behind all of your new townspeople friends. This curtain of fire coming from both sides closes behind you as building after building is engulfed in flame. Ramakan having set up 4 different spells in advance with command words, which he gave to Throck. So you guys are now running south along that main street towards Area 1. And as you go, you see all sorts of tentacles and oozes and slimes coming after you. Some of them reaching out, grabbing for the townsfolk. Bjorn is running circles around the common people, batting away horrors and monsters that are trying to assault them or stop them from leaving. But nonetheless, you make it all the way to the city wall at Area 1 after a good 10 minutes of going as fast as you can. The fire in that favela area having caused enough of a distraction that the whole city hasn't come down on you. In fact, it's even started to spread beyond that neighborhood now. There's just a big fire everywhere. And the dome of the city above you, where the tentacles can't reach past, has been strengthened. You see it squeezing in, like a Broxiel is trying to squeeze the city itself tighter and tighter. And as you reach Area 1, you see that the gate of the city is now almost exactly where that dome is.
Wow.
And you arrive with all these townsfolk and Bjorn and yourself at the gate of the city, just as an enormous horde of monsters, mind flayers, slads, intellect devourers, oozes, gibbering mouthers, all coming down the street. Monsters you've never seen before and can't name. Giant tentacles stretching out towards you as you reach this barrier, which is, as you know, not easy to pass through.
Does it look like we have time before the monsters get to us to get everyone through?
No.
Okay. Did you say that the shield is shrinking, so now it's just surrounding the party, or is it still surrounding the whole city?
It's surrounding the city, but where before it was a few blocks out from the wall, it's now at the city wall.
Okay.
So
All right.
you guys, if you want to force everyone to run through all at once, you might get out. But you know that that's going to hurt them. Bjorn is going to move back and take position between everyone else and the oncoming horde.
That's since I'm already lagging behind, that's exactly what I do as well. I turn and I yell, "Get them out!" And I stand ready to buy some time.
And as he does that, Steve, I don't know exactly where the position is because I can't see it on the map where exactly we're standing, but
Yeah.
Ramakhan is going to say, stand closer to the gate. And after he says that, he's going to say, Haydar, come forth.
Okay.
And when Ramakhan says that, this darkness kind of opens up in front in an area that is in between, as centered as possible, in between the group and this horde of monsters coming after us. And
The
this
fifth scroll. Yes.
The fifth scroll, and this sphere of darkness kind of opens up, and out of it, these tentacles kind of ooze out into this, but not fully, but it's, you can see like slaps of them coming out and back into the darkness.
So, yeah, what you guys actually see when Ramakhan says this is a sigil, a magical sigil suddenly appears on the ground in front of where Darrow and Bjorn are standing. And then that spell, Grasp of Haydar, forms above it. This is a spell you saw Ramakhan cast once before in the tomb where you guys were, when you guys met him. But now it's here in the city, and this Haydar creature appears to be like a tentacly mass of horror, like the Mind Flayers, but it's not like them in that it has rotting dead flesh, and some of its skin is flaking off. And when they see these rotting tentacles come towards their very alive, slimy tentacles, they slow down a bit and react with some fear.
With that, he puts his spire back into the ground and looks at Raylan and says, I need to trust. He says, I need you to.
We lost Eric. Wait,
Oh,
what? We had a
Check one.
glitch. We had a Skype glitch. Everyone's
We
back?
Skype glitch.
There we go. We're back.
Okay, rewind
we're-
5 seconds. He looks at Raylan and says, what?
Says, take this ring. It will grant you invincibility through the shield. You will be unharmed. Go through the shield and toss it back to the next person in line. We will hold off the swarm.
So, Ramakhan, when you say this, you take off the ring?
Yes.
The instant Ramakhan takes the ring off, the bubble that has been pushing in on the city suddenly freezes. And then the whole barrier vanishes. A moment later, a pillar of fire shoots down from the sky. Let's turn this off. And you guys see, not that. Come on. Sorry, something
Blackness.
something has gone
This is
wrong.
what we see. Utter darkness.
Oh, I see. You guys see this appear standing in between Haydar and the oncoming horde. It is a Broxiel, and he turns back and looks at all of you, and you hear him say, in your minds, you hear him say, Ramacon, what the hell took you so long? I thought you were all dead, you bastard! And then he turns and he waves his staff across the street, and this huge pillar of black energy shoots forth and destroys an entire city block's worth of oncoming monsters. And he turns back to you guys and says, "Run, you idiots!" And he raises his hands like this, and the ground around you starts shaking.
You don't have to tell me twice. Like Raylan starts running, starts waving the villagers with him.
And Ramacon thinks, I have to learn that one too.
Ha ha! It'll take you a couple of 1,000 years!
Ramacon laughs as he runs.
Yeah, I bet he does. All right. I don't know what's going on with Eric's chat window, but it's like weird. Anyway, you guys run and run and run, and the commoners with you are running and running and running, and you are a good quarter of a mile away from the city when you turn back and see the entire thing suddenly like breaking. There is, you can feel in your feet this massive ongoing earthquake, and you see geysers shooting up out of the ground, flames. That big cloud that has been above the city has become a twister, and it touches down into the town. Lightning bolts strike everywhere. There are explosions. The entire city is being leveled by the will of Abraxiel. And it just keeps going.
Wow.
The townspeople who came with you look as though they have just woken up from a dream.
Whew.
They turn, the big man with the sword turns to you, Raylan, and says, I don't understand. What has happened?
Raylan kind of clumsily says, it's a lot to explain, but what's important now is that you're all safe. We led you out of this cursed city.
You hear the sound of hoofbeats.
Of what?
Hoof beats, as of a horse approaching, and you
Oh,
look
man.
up, and you
Is
see...
it a unicorn?
No. you look up, and you see your good friend, who you once sent away from here with the children. The cleric... Oh, God. My own character's name is escaping me. I gotta look him up. Skell, thank you. Yeah, Skell. He appears on a horse and says, I got the kids to the next village and came back. What in the name of the Queen is happening?
I finally sheathed my sword. We handled it.
Wait, who's this guy? Does Ramacon know who this guy is?
You do not. You're the only one who doesn't. Everyone else spent like months with him, but he's a cleric of the Raven Queen. He's a commoner level cleric that was stationed in this city. Traveled with the party for a while and then was sent back by his superiors. Even though the city was infested, he was sent back to return to his station. So, yeah, he's returned now after getting some children to safety and says, you are doing that?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, as far as Throck is concerned, he did it with the words, right?
And
Yeah.
then Thruck says,
He looks at you suspiciously, Thruk. And as he does so, out of the air itself, there is a ripple, and a Broxiel steps forward. And he says,
That's just cool.
"It's not polite to take credit for other people's hard work." And you see that he is leaning heavily on his staff and breathing heavily like he's exhausted, which is weird because he's undead and you wouldn't think he'd have to breathe, but he is reacting like someone who is really, really worn out. And he says, "I wiped out the ones who were in most of the city. The portal is still there. I can do no more for now."
Would you like us to close it?
"You have not looked to the horizon, Ramakan."
Don't know what that means.
As he says this, the ground begins to rumble again, but this time in a more gentle and rhythmic fashion than the earthquake. And you all do look up to the northern horizon and see clouds of dust forming on the far side of where the city is. And Darrow and Thruk both recognize all of a sudden that this is an approaching army coming from the north to the city. To the east, you see something similar.
The armies are coming together.
From here, can we see like flags or banners and identify the armies?
No, they are too far away. However, you do know that you currently stand in the nation of Argus, near the border with Zamar, and that these two countries were at war, and that the city of Zahir was one of the contested territories. These are all things you knew from back at the beginning of the campaign.
So it must be.
Isn't the east water?
No, I mean eventually, but not all the. You're not that far east yourselves.
So Argus must have come to take back their territory.
Argus is coming from the east, and Zamar is coming from the north. That's your best guess. And they're both headed towards the city.
The city that's being destroyed by lightning and all
Yeah,
this.
well, one can assume they left before Abroxiel just wrecked the place, but yeah, he's standing there and says, "Whatever is left of the city, these humans may battle for it. Nonetheless, that portal cannot be closed by mortal efforts, not even mine."
What should we do?
"Once upon a time, my friend Kayla Rahman kept the portal sealed. But even in that state, it could not be closed completely. Now, there is no hope. The end approaches faster and faster every day. That gateway represents the first bit of acceleration towards the destruction of all."
That's encouraging.
Well, Raylan says, "Well, let them have it. We need to get these villagers to safety."
Ramakan looks at Roxiel and says, well, I have brought the humans to you. What would you like me to do now?
Abraxiel looks at you for a moment, then he turns to the humans. He says, "Well, get out of here!" What do you think this is? The city's gone. Go live somewhere else.
I love the cranky old Abraxiel.
Yeah. Raylan agrees. He's just like, yeah. What's the nearest city from here? Or the nearest town?
You don't know, but there is a village going south that Skell just told you about, and Skell will volunteer at this point to lead the villagers to the next village, or lead the city folk to the next village.
It's just, thank you, Skell.
How did Kalar Amon seal it originally?
He didn't. It was a symptom of the imbalance in the multiverse. It began to form many years ago. Fortunately, I caught it early. It was in a dungeon under the palace of Kalar Amon, a nobleman of that city. I made a deal with him. He could draw upon the power of the portal for his own ends, and in so doing keep it too small to use. That obviously was a temporary arrangement, for some morons went in and killed him.
Actually, everything you just said now makes me believe this was all your fault and not ours.
Listen!
You handed over this power to a man like that.
Well, it was his house. What was I supposed to do? Listen, I don't like you, Changeling. I'm gonna talk to my friend now. And he turns to Ramakan again. Ramakan,
Yes, my liege.
I have removed the vault from this plane of existence. Now that these idiots have what they needed from it, it no longer serves a purpose here. We are out of time for new heroes to arise. Therefore, the vault no longer needs a guard. You have a new assignment.
Yes, my liege. Anything you desire.
He points at Raylan.
Oh, man.
He says, "Protect the boy."
Ooh. Seems to go around.
And with that, he bows to Abraxia. Yes, my liege, as you wish. And he looks over at him as Bumblebee would look at Sam, as if he just took a command from Optimus Prime.
Okay.
and says, "I wish to remain with the boy."
Raylan just has like this goofy smile right now.
You hear the inexorable rhythmic thud of a single pair of feet pounding towards you. You look back towards the city and you see Moira Smoothskin approaching. She jogs up to Abraxiel, knocks the staff out of his hand, slaps him across the face with a backhand, says, "You could have warned me, you squid-faced son of a squid!"
Has Ramakon ever seen anyone slap a Broxiel before?
You've seen Moira do it a lot.
Oh, okay. So then it's just all right. And he goes, here we go again.
Yeah. Abraxiel says, What? Oh, you were guarding the gate. At which she kicks him in the knee, picks up his staff, and hits him on the head with it. Then she turns to you guys and says, You went into the city? You didn't die in there.
Nope.
Yeah,
we
did,
made it. We made it.
She's gonna lean
our
in.
missions.
She's gonna lean in towards you, Raylan, and squint. She's gonna hold up a finger, and move it back and forth in front of your face. Say, all right. She's gonna look at Abraxiel and say, "Are you sure it's really them?" He's just gonna lie on the ground.
It's like
Ramakon walks over to him and extends his mummy hand to help him up.
He looks at you, and then you feel a tap on your shoulder from behind.
Ramakon looks.
Abraxiel is standing behind you.
And he goes, still haven't learned that one yet either.
well,
Gets me every time. Ha. Ha. Ha.
well, Raylan. Well, this is all nice and all, but we should leave because I don't want to be around when this war starts to happen. So, maybe we should go. We should go back to the palace, Throck's palace, and rest up.
Abraxiel is going to turn and look at Throck. You have a palace?
Yeah. You wanna see it?
He turns and looks at Moira and says, Should I have a palace? She says, What good is a palace? You don't sleep, you don't eat, you're always moving from place to place. What would you do with one? He just kind of turns and looks at Ramakon. Ramakon could guard it.
Well, but anyways, how do we get back up there, Throck?
Not really sure.
We just have to bring down like a rope or something, right? That's how we did it.
Wait,
Yeah. I just threw, down a bucket.
A bucket. Don't worry. I'll lead you guys up there, and Raylan's gonna use the stone to go to the palace.
Okay.
So before he does, he looks at Raylan and says, "My ring, please." He extends his hand.
Oh, you never even got through giving it to him. As soon as you
Oh,
took
you
it
didn't?
off your
Okay.
finger. Yeah.
Oh, all right, got it. I thought, okay.
Here's the thing that I don't think you ever put together. The ring protects your thoughts from being read,
Yeah.
which means Abraxiel also could not read you until you took it off.
Oh,
Because I remember you were trying to send prayers and thoughts to Abraxiel.
Yeah.
I was like, he's not getting those.
oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Raylan bamfs up into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
There is a
while
rope.
he does that, I'm gonna turn to Avin, sort of away from the others. What do you think about all this? I don't like these guys that much. And I don't know if we should be leaving the portal just sitting there with thousands of people approaching it.
Often wags her tail and kind of roo-roo-roos.
That's what I thought.
Abraxiel turns towards you, Darrow, from where he stands a good 20 feet away and says, "She says, roo, roo, roo." Oh, wait, that was in Wolf. Alvin,
Yep.
what did you actually think?
I am absolutely in agreement with Darrow.
Okay, he
don't
looks
like
at,
him.
He looks at you and says, "She's absolutely in agreement with you. She doesn't like us."
Thank you for interpreting that. I gathered.
Ah, I'd like you to know most people don't like me. Some of them like Moira. It's all right. We're used to it.
Yeah, I like her.
Moira says, "I like you too, you smelly bastard."
She's Scottish.
What's that mean?
There's no Scotland.
Don't go calling me names, you rotten bag of cloth and bones.
But no, that would have been out of.
Doesn't matter. Moira heard it.
Moira heard it. Out of character.
So, Raylan, you're in the palace. Are you dropping that rope?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
dropping it.
I'm still talking to Squid Face.
Okay.
So what is it that you suggest we do right now, since the end is near, and this is just the beginning of the end?
He turns away from you. He starts like he's gonna say something, and then he turns away. Moira, still holding his staff, shoves it into his hands, turns to you, Darrow, and says, "He's been keeping secrets so long, he doesn't know when it's time to let him go. You've got to get to the horse trees."
What?
Dude, whoa.
Horse trees.
Alvin immediately starts setting off in that direction.
What? Alvin, we can go in the castle thingy. Come back.
She turns around.
Wait. We have to go. Where?
The horse trees. You see, in the middle of the forest there, and Abraxiel turns around and points a finger at Moira, and she freezes. Like every muscle, every hair frozen in time. And then he does this with his hand, and she disappears into his skull. And he says, "She doesn't always know how to hold her tongue. She has said enough." And then he disappears.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be around when that war hits.
We're plenty far away, but
You got
we can go.
The rope
Yeah,
is in
okay.
front of you guys right now, by the way, with the
Yeah.
bucket and everything.
Ramakan's gonna instantly.
Yeah.
His new mission now is to protect Raylan.
Yeah, Raylan has disappeared up into the sky, and now you see a rope has fallen from nowhere about 15 feet up, and or about 20 feet up, and it lands with a bucket, and the rope just goes into nothingness.
Does Ramakan
But-
know what that is? Does he have any sort of discernment on? That's probably Raylan.
It's
Not a.
Throg
I
grabs
mean,
it.
yeah, Throx grabs it. That's all
this
you
is
know.
our
Yeah.
incredibly sophisticated way of
Yep.
getting into a magical kingdom.
Throx,
Yeah, well,
roll an athletics check when you get to the top.
Ramakan's
When you get up there, there's a bridge. Just grab it as soon as you see it.
There's not a. Oh yeah, you did build a bridge, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Throck, what'd you roll? What? You're muted or something.
29.
Oh,
There we
Throck reaches the top of the rope, Ramakan, and you see him like push against something invisible in the sky, and he shoves pretty hard, and then he just shoots up through it, and he's gone.
Ramakan's gonna follow because he's gonna figure Raylan
Okay,
is up there.
you can climb to the top of the rope easily enough. Now roll an athletics check to push against the sky.
Oh, that darn sky.
Mhm.
Oh no, a 9.
You can't get through. You have no idea how Throck just did whatever the hell he did, but there's a force field here stopping you from going any higher.
So is he hanging from the rope, or is he like standing on something somehow?
You're hanging from the rope, and the rope disappears just like a couple inches ahead above where your eyes are, and you're not sure where.
So
Would
somebody
you hurry it up there?
I can't see.
Throck, you're on the rope bridge above, and you're looking down. Ramakan is right below you.
Yep.
He
Work,
can't.
work,
He
work.
can't get through.
Ramakan's
Just
like
Work.
Throg just pulls it up.
Okay, Throck pulls up the rope. Ramakan, you just come up through the barrier. As soon as the tiniest part of your body breaches this barrier, you are thrown upward like a shot out of a gun. Roll a dex check to grab the bridge.
a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, jeez. A nat 1.
Throck, roll a dex check to catch Ramakan.
Um, 6.
Oh my gosh.
Ramakan, you take 3d6 bludgeoning damage as you fall back to the earth. From your perspective, what happens is...
Untrue.
you-
Untrue.
Why?
Because Oven turns into an eagle.
A what?
Eagle?
Yep. A giant eagle.
Oh, a giant eagle. All right, so Oven, roll a dex check to catch Ramakan.
As Ramakan's like feeling this free fall for the first time in his life. Never felt anything like this, being a mummy.
Yeah, let me describe what you see while she's rolling that. You shoot up into the air, and as you pass above where the rope was, all of a sudden, you're in a massive room. The ceiling at least 40 feet high. Throck is standing on a rope bridge spanning a huge, perfectly circular gap in the floor. Below you, through the opening in the floor, you can see the ground below where you came from, about 30 feet below. I'm sorry, about 20 feet below. And you have shot way up into the sky with some force that was clearly designed to gently raise up something much heavier than you. And there's on the walls, there are bookcases, there's windows out of which you can just see the tops of clouds, and then you fall right back down. You see Throck try and catch you and miss. And next thing you know, the room is gone. You're back in the air above the ground, and a giant eagle is coming towards you, and she rolls
18.
and catches you, and you are safe.
Wow. That's all he can manage to say because he has no idea what just happened to him.
Well, are you going to put Ramakon on the ground, or are you just going to fly around with him for a while?
Gonna breach the barrier with him.
Roll an athletics check.
Oh,
Wow.
here we go again.
Actually, wait. You actually can't. You do not encounter the barrier.
Interesting.
Yeah, until Throck puts the bucket back down.
The bucket never came all the way up.
Oh,
But
okay.
Oven is not touching the rope.
Oh.
Oven has no access to the force field because she is not touching something that is currently passing through it.
Cool. I just drop him off then. Let him figure it out.
Okay, so Oven puts you on the ground, not particularly gently, and then flies around like a bird.
Ramakon doesn't
She's
parkour.
huge, by the way, like a building. A small building, but a building.
Ramakon's just like, I don't know what just happened, but let's do it again.
Moira says,
I haven't had
You went up into nowhere and then the bird grabbed you before you broke your ass on the ground.
I haven't had that much fun in 20,000 years. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Abraxia looks at you for a second and he goes, Longer than that. You were a librarian.
Oh. Touche.
He says, Let me make this easy for you. And he points up at the sky and
Didn't he
you...
disappear?
What?
Didn't he disappear?
Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, he disappeared. You
I
just
was gonna
heard
say something, but I thought it was in his head.
You heard that? Yeah, you heard that in your mind. So you don't see him point, but he says, Let me make this easy for you. And the circle around the rope becomes suddenly visible, like a translucent green window in the sky. And you can see the rope dangling out of it.
He goes back up and said, let's try this again. And he climbs it again.
Roll an athletics check. Meanwhile, Darrow and Oven are just on the ground. Well, Darrow's just on the ground watching you. What'd you get? What'd you get?
23.
You shoot up into the air, easily passing the barrier. Now roll a dex check to grab that ladder.
Dex check. Oh, that was a 7.
Throck! Can you save him?
Not again.
Probably not.
With this though, he puts his arm straight forward like Superman,
Okay.
and, like in the air, and says, "I've always wanted to do this."
What'd you get, Throck?
So, 10.
Okay. So Ramakon definitely falls to the ground this time. However, we're going to fast forward past this part and assume that you all eventually do get into the Sky Palace.
I was like,
Can I
just
step
carrying
over
him,
him
Flock.
first and do it?
Yeah, eventually Throck reaches his arm down and grabs Ramakon and pulls him up. And the rest of you are able to climb. And you are now in the basement of the Sky Palace, looking down at the rest of the world. Ramakon, this place is gorgeous, but also out of scale. It is clearly built for creatures that are more than twice as tall as you guys. The bricks of the palace that it's made out of are made of something that seems to be like compressed cloud. It's like, it's white and it's wispy, but it's pressed into such density that you can see like multiple clouds in each brick smashed into each other. And this is what the building is made out of.
Are there any library, like books, shelves, libraries?
Yeah, there in the room you're in, there are 2 staircases going up, one on each opposing wall, and then on a third wall in between them, there are shelves and shelves of books. One of which is open on a pedestal. However, that pedestal is at the above the height of your head, and the book is gigantic. Like you could use it as a bed, which Oven once did while drunk.
So there's no way to get up? Can I climb it?
Yeah.
Ramakan will attempt to climb to the top of the book.
What languages do you know?
Common, Deep Speech, Infernal, Undercommon.
You cannot understand the book.
He read what would be his whiskers if he had them.
What do the rest of you do?
Raylan's gonna say, "Let's eat," and he's gonna just go to the big
Okay.
hall.
So
to eat.
Raylan goes upstairs. What about you guys?
I'm gonna, after everyone leaves the room, I'm gonna move the portal towards, or our gate towards the portal to see if it still has the same resistance it had before.
It does, in fact. You can get it now over the city, or where the city was, enough to see that the whole place it's just an orgy of destruction. There are bodies of monsters everywhere. There are fires. There are fissures in the earth. Abraxiel, it's like he caused every natural disaster imaginable to happen at the same time in one place at full force. Like pieces of the street are upside down. It's so horrible. But you cannot get the thing to position directly over High Vault, where the portal is, where Kayla Ramon's tower was. It's like some invisible force is pushing you away from there. If you fight really, really hard, you can get it almost there, and then as soon as you let go, it shoots away again. But what you do see while you're scrolling around through the sky is the armies of Zamar and Argus approaching. And you see the confusion on the faces of their scouts as the city that they were coming to attack is now gone.
Maybe they won't fight.
Yeah, maybe.
I think for now Darla's gonna stand in the room, kind of looking down at the mess and thinking, deep in thought.
Okay. Oven, Throck, what are you doing?
I've gone off to find a bed.
You find many a bed and fall asleep in one.
You don't want a big wine bath?
I've learned my lesson.
As when Throck sees though, he wants to. I'm gonna try to talk to for just a second.
Okay.
Hey,
Oven, you will have had to turn into something that could grab the rope.
I mean, the bird could certainly grab the rope.
You could, yeah. I mean, are you still a bird? Is what I'm asking you.
Sure am.
Okay, go ahead, Throck.
Sure. Hey, yeah, I said didn't you say the same thing? We've heard that before, right? That's what we're supposed to protect the boy. That's what we're supposed to. Yeah.
Oven just eagle screeches at you.
Ah!
Yeah. Okay. So then we're all protect. I'm gonna go eat with him and make sure that nothing happens.
Okay. So you go eat
You get
with
another
him
eagle screech in your
to
ear.
make sure nothing happens. And you
Yeah.
you arrive at the table where there are 60 turkeys to every possible guest, and you start eating.
So great. So
Now,
great.
unfortunately, it has not quite been a week since the last time you guys ate at this table. It has been a few days, but not a week. So you are not able to gain the Hero's Feast benefits, but you are definitely able to eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what matters. Eat
Eric-
until pass out.
Eric,
Until you
there is
experience
a-
fullness.
There is a banquet hall in this castle that is constantly replenished with a gigantic feast made for giants. And once a week, you guys may eat it and gain the benefits of the Hero's Feast spell. Everyone else has already done so within the past week. You are a mummy. So
I'm a what?
you're
a mummy.
You're a mummy. So whether or not you even decide to eat is up to you. But if you do, you will gain the benefits of Hero's Feast.
Well, then, heck yeah. He's gonna walk up. He's gonna walk up to this food that he spent however many tens of thousands of years since he's tasted. I'm assuming he's a mummy. He doesn't eat anything, correct?
You do not need to eat. However, you do still have a mouth.
So he awkwardly pulls an apple or something at the table, and doesn't really remember what to do because he's got no stomach pain or no hunger pangs. And with his teeth, or whatever's left of his teeth, he tries to gum the apple.
It tastes like ashes and spiders. Just like everything else that has been put in your mouth for the past couple of eons.
Well then, I feel strangely better. Even
Yeah.
though that was disgusting.
Actually, you have to eat for an hour before you gain the benefits of the spell.
Oh,
So you won't actually know this unless one of them tells you.
oh.
So you
Well.
can probably taste the apple and it tastes like nothing, and then go on with your life.
Okay, then yeah. If he doesn't know that, why would he eat it? He would have no.
Yeah, I mean, it would still look good to you, but your life is miserable. Everything is horrible because you're a mummy. So.
But so what happens though is that when Throck gets there, he says, "This is what we do to protect the boy," and just starts eating. Come on.
Ramakan.
Yeah, Raylan and Throck are just stuffing themselves. They're clearly already full and still cramming in more food.
I'm just happy to be alive.
Yeah, Raylan especially, he's definitely full. Throck is, eating an entire cow, but
And Ramakan begrudgingly takes a piece of cheese into his mouth.
you're able to get some in. It takes you a whole hour to eat one apple and one piece of cheese because you just don't have that much space in your stomach.
It shrunk so much that he can't even.
Yeah, it's shriveled and dead and hard. All your organs inside are just rocks. But you get it in.
More likely they're in jars in whatever grave you were buried in.
No, he's not Egyptian. But yeah,
About that.
you definitely don't have a brain.
I really like that thought, though.
Technically, Ramakon never died.
No, you know what? Retcon. Your stomach is in the vault, which Abraxiel has moved to another dimension. So as you eat this cheese, it gets transported to another plane of existence. And you can feel your stomach getting fatter and fatter until it presses against the sides of the jar.
But it's all the way in another dimension.
Yeah. And you're not really sure where.
Yeah. I have this strange feeling, and I just can't quite put my finger on it.
And as you eat, Ramakon, you notice that there are these gigantic 20-foot tall servants made of cloud that are coming and replenishing the food on the table. They don't seem to have any agency of their own. They're going through their motions like it's pre-programmed, but they're just refilling the table.
That's convenient. Okay. Yeah, barely must gets down an apple, and then in the hour,
Yeah.
and then he wants. What's it? Did he notice any books in the library that he could understand?
Well, you weren't really in the library. You were in the teleportation chamber, so there was only one wall of books. There is a library in the palace, and it has more books than you could even read the titles of in a day.
I think I'm going to retire to the library after he eats his 1 hour fill of an apple.
Yeah, you can easily spend your long rest going through books in the library while everyone else sleeps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one more thing too.
Yeah, what do you got, Daro?
After a minute of like being in the chamber, or a little while of being in the chamber, I finally leave and head towards the dining hall where they're all eating. And I walk in and I pull out my last arrow. I was actually tracking him while we were in there because I can't just, I don't know, just for fun.
Go for it.
I hand it to one of the cloud servants, and I said, I need 19 more of those. And then I go and join the feast.
You turn around and a cloud servant is behind you holding exactly 19 arrows that are 5 feet long.
That's why I handed them mine. Make it.
He takes back the 5 and then he retreats.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna eat and then I guess go to bed after that.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I have my fill, I'm just gonna go straight to bed.
Okay, Raylan being not only a teenage boy but also homeless, getting your fill takes like 3 hours.
Yep.
Throck, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And do you, Throck, seek out a bed or do you just pass out on the floor of the dining hall?
Oh, totally just pass out at the table. For half a second I look up and go, boy's protected. And just keep going and until I pass out.
Did you guys ever see the old cartoon Mickey and the Giant where Mickey, Donald, and Goofy were doing like Jack and the Beanstalk? That's what it's like. You fall asleep in a Jell-O mold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Ramakon, you spend your time in the library. You find a good number of books you are able to read. The rest are written in Giant, which you don't read. But yeah, you find some entertainment up there. And the rest of you go to sleep.
You can hear Ramakon's laugh, down the hall. of the echoing through the giant library every so often as he gets entertained by what he reads.
And here's the thing, Ramakon. What you are reading is the books are in some cases as tall as you are. They are books for giants, and the content of the books is like histories of the world as written by people who are not part of the world. It's like a scientist observing ants is what you're reading, but it's the history of Archonia.
Is there anything in? Does he anything? Is he reading anything about the gods or Cord? Is it Cord?
Yeah, there's a lot about Cord because all these giants clearly worshipped Cord. There is some mention of their earlier gods, but not by name. Cord is clearly in a universal time span. Cord is the new god of the giants, but he has been the god of the giants for many, many thousands of years.
Does he read anything about his friend, his old friend
Sabra?
Sabra?
Yes. You read a record of his travel to the nation that would become Sabrakur and how he founded orders of monks to study and research the history of the world and to catalog lost knowledge. Your friend Sabra was a librarian who founded essentially a nation of librarians.
Wow.
In both in awe and also because he, as much as a mummy can, if express emotion, he misses. He remembers these. He has these memories of his old friend back at university. A drop, like what could be considered a tear, falls out of his down his like a dust, a piece of dust.
Yeah, it's dust.
Socket falls from his dark eye socket down.
And as it gets to about your nostril, you realize you'd better push that back in.
Like he's covering, like he was covering up the fact that he was crying, but I'm not crying.
Yeah, there's nobody in there except one 20-foot tall cloud servant who's been handing you books.
Are these books still huge?
They're huge, yeah, and some of them you can't reach. Like the cloud servant has to go up 100-foot ladder and get you one.
That's awesome. By the way, does Ramakon have is that answer sufficient for Ramakon, or does Ramakon have a can he speak with the cloud servants?
The cloud servants cannot speak back. They are
Got it.
not intelligent beings. They are magical constructs.
He takes out his letter that his friend gave him with the question. He examines any answers to this question. I think he got the answer to that, didn't he?
He got an answer to it, but it was not a new idea to you, the answer that you got. There are other possible explanations which you may continue to ponder.
And he continues to ponder more of this question that his old friend had posed.
Yes. So Darrow, Oven, and Raylan are all asleep in beds. Throck is asleep in some jello. And Ramakon is reading in a library for giants. And while this takes place, you all get the benefits of a long rest and the benefits of level 10.
Oh. Oh.
You walked right the fuck in to the city of Mind Flayers and then walked right the fuck out. Level 10.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is episode what?
52.
52 episodes to get to level 10.
Yeah.
52 episodes.
So 104 to level 20?
Yeah.
This time next year.
Oh, man. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to break there for the week. It's 10 minutes early,
job.
but who cares? We'll be back next Friday, at which point you guys will be in a castle still.
Wow.
I am going to leave you with this one thing, though. As you all wake up from your long rest, Ramakan, you wake up from staring at a book for so long that you didn't realize you were kind of zoned out. The castle that you are in suddenly lurches sideways. And gravity changes. And then we'll come back there next week.
Like how sideways? Like 90 degrees or
40 degrees.
that's pretty sideways still.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Come join us on our Discord. There's a link below. And we'll see everybody next week at 8:30 p.m. on Friday, Pacific Standard Time. We'll find out what happens in the Sky Castle of Throck. Peace out.